In your bio on your site, you describe yourself in a beautiful way, and I'm going to talk about that quote in just a second, because I'd love to know a little more about how you ended up leaving that world behind. Because this is what you say in your bio. After a fast and exciting 15-year career in financial markets, you started to question how money is done and why this amazing tool is still such a masculine concept. And you say, I believe the wave of femtrepreneurs that are awakening right now have a huge role to play in the future direction of our global economy. Energize Wealth, which is your business, is the manifestation of our desire to reframe the masculine paradigms of business, money and wealth as the ultimate feminine tools with which to unlock personal freedom, energize lives, and create epic legacies. Now, I really wanted to talk about that quote because I think it's so beautiful, it's so profound, it's so clear as well. But even that in and of itself is challenging a belief system that you had and held for so long. And this is all about the crown chakra, isn't it? It's about your belief systems. And to change that, I mean, we need to hear this story.
Yeah, so look, as everyone will remember, when the financial crisis hit in 2008, we had this global financial meltdown. And, I've always loved the financial industry, more than I loved the world of money and the markets, and I still do. I'm still a big, massive fan of, getting yourself educated and knowledgeable about how this thing called money works, because it's such a powerful tool. But I started to look at this and wonder, why is it that it's always the same personalities in the financial industry? It's very male-dominated. Why are women not attracted to this industry? And what's really, really going on here? And when the financial crisis hit, I noticed that it's this whole thing of, everything in the industry was to do with, getting bigger, getting more, growing more, profits more mortgages, more house, more everything. And it all sort of imploded on itself in the end. And everyone was blaming money as the greedy thing. And I was thinking, well, I don't know if money is the problem. People have beliefs like money is the root of all evil, that sort of thing. And it really got me thinking about this topic. And I was thinking, it's got nothing to do with money. It's the energy and the values and the people that are surrounding the money industry that are causing this issue. Yes. Now, I'm not saying women would change it, but the very fact that we have such an out of balance situation in an industry that involves money means that naturally, and it's not men's fault necessarily, it's that I feel the industry, it has become completely out of balance because it's born out of a masculine identity and it's full of men. And there's no balance in there to actually bring any sense of collaboration or a nicer energy to this thing called money. And I was asked many times in my career, actually, by peers. They would say to me, why we can't attract women. We want to hire them, but they don't come for interview. They don't even, and everyone would say the industry doesn't hire women. And I would support them and say they wanted to hire women, but nobody would come forward. Women are not interested in working in general in that industry, at the higher levels of investment banking and trading and stuff like that. Maybe it's changing now, but in my career, it was like that. And I remember thinking, well, they're not even attracted to it because it's so aggressive and it's so masculine that so it's this problem of how do we attract more women? The whole industry itself has to change in order to change the outside world, I guess, and who's attracted to it. So it's a massive problem. But I want to get more women interested in this thing called money because money is not the root of all evil. It's the people who control the money.
It's the intention behind it, right?
Yeah. Yes, yeah. So don't blame money.
Right. I love what you say in reference to money and energy. And I think in that realm, in that industry, even bringing the concept of energy into that world and that realm would have been considered incredibly woo-woo. And, I say this, with air quotes, woo-woo, right? And what I love about this is that on the other side of the extreme, one thing that I had to learn about money, and money being energy as well, is when I became a yoga teacher and an energy healer, the wellness industry, it's almost like there was that same belief system where you don't need to have a lot of money if you're going to be spiritual. And many of us we're under that false guise and those false pretenses initially when we embarked on our wellness career, especially those that undertook a yoga career. But really, if you can't pay your rent and you're not paying your bills on time, that's not spiritual. You're not settled enough in your body to be able to access the spiritual teachings because you haven't taken care of your foundations. So again, it's not money that's evil. It's the beliefs and the principles that you hold about money. And I love the idea that you talk about money being energy, because that's what it is. Just like love is energy, like anger is energy, money is energy, and your relationship to it, your belief structures about it is what is going to shape your reality, right?
I think as well, you know, one thing I noticed was when I started getting into the topic of money as energy and listening to the manifestation gurus out there and people who are very into manifesting money. And what I found was there's either two camps. There's either the manifestors who are full of the visualizing, desiring, you know, the secret and all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Or there's the other side who are like, here's financial strategies to get rich. So there's like the very practical end. But I found that nobody was tying both of them together and saying that, you know what, it's like a marriage. It's like the masculine, feminine. In order to bring balance here, we need that feminine energy of manifestation, visualization and beliefs. And then, but you need to pair it with some solid strategies to actually make money, right? Because just sitting there and imagining a car outside the door, in my belief, doesn't really make it appear. You know, it's like opportunity knocks, but you still have to get up and answer the door. So I found this disconnect between those who were either on one side or the other. And a lot of women were over on the other side going, I'll just manifest everything I want. Or the classic is, do what you love and the money will come. Now, I think a lot of people get railroaded by that one. The reality is that do what you love and have a solid business model and a strategy behind it, and then the money will come, you know. But without that, you can end up, many wellness people end up totally broke because they believe that, you know, that they just keep giving or doing what they love and money will just show up. But it's not always the case.